Hey there Starks, Lannisters, and Targaryens. Welcome to the Game of Thrones Power Rankings, the show where I assess who is currently winning the Game of Thrones. For this episode, I will be discussing the very first episode of the series and nothing more. As another caveat, this particular episode, unlike the rest, will only establish our starting list, with no changes in positioning. Starting with the bottom of the list, I have Daenerys Targaryen, whose family had a strong name prior to the events of the show, with their rule ending with the assassination of the Mad King under Jaime Lannister's hand. Still, her name carries a reputation in King's Landing, which is why she is a vital tool for our next character on the list. At number 9, we have Viserys Targaryen, who in this episode is clearly in control of his younger sister, going as far as to say,
I would let his whole tribe fuck you. All 40,000 men and their horses too, if that's what it took.
Brotherly love at its finest. But the key here is that he is in position to have an army of 40,000 to help reclaim his family's throne. But as we see in this first episode, Viserys is at the mercy of KHAL Drogo, who comes in at number 8.
KHAL Drogo has promised you a crown. You shall have it.
When?
When their omens favor war.
I piss on Dothraki omens. I've waited 17 years to get my throne back.
Ultimately, it's up to KHAL Drogo when the Targaryens will return home. Moving over to Westeros, we have LYSA ARRYN at number 7, the widow of the former Hand of the King, Jon Arryn. Currently, she is fleeing back to the Vale, the stronghold of her house, but she holds vital information that could bring down the Lannisters and their hold on the throne, a secret that her husband was aware of prior to his untimely death shortly before the start of the series. At number 6, we have LYSA's sister, CATELYN Stark, who has the ear of the new Hand of the King, her husband, Ned Stark. With the information she has from her sister, and the position her husband is now acquiring, puts her in a favorable position for the top half of the power rankings. But still, with the information still hidden, the Lannisters still reign supreme. From number 5 to 3, we have Joffrey Lannister, the heir to the throne, Jaime Lannister, the Lord Commander of the Kingsguard, and Cersei Lannister, the Queen of the Seven Kingdoms. Next to the Baratheons, the Lannisters were the power players of Westeros, in prime position for the throne. But they all were second only, at least in the king's eyes, to Eddard Stark, who comes in at number 2. The king traveled several leagues to the north to recruit Ned, when Jaime Lannister, or anyone else at King's Landing, could have taken Jon Arryn's place. But Robert does not trust a lot of them, and only confides in Ned, and the Starks have always taken favor for Robert over the Lannisters.
Take me to your crypt. I want to pay my respects.
We've been riding for a month, my love. Surely the dead can wait.
Ned.
Though Ned is no man who has any aspirations for the throne, the offer does put him a hop and skip away from it, and his influence on King Robert is quite significant. And of course, at number 1, we have King Robert himself. After the Great War against the Mad King, he has ruled the Seven Kingdoms without much issue, spending much of his time
fucking balls and hunting whores. Or is it the other way around?
Though not the most astute ruler in history, he still holds claim to the throne and has the most influence over it. Well, at least, for now. And that's this episode's power rankings. Of course, this is all my opinion, and this list will change over time as the season progresses. But what do you think of this episode's ranking? Let me know in the comments below. And as always, peace, love, and 7 blessings.